first ever Tufts University Swimming and Diving virtual awards banquet. I must say, it feels a little strange to be sitting in my house talking to you or having this recorded instead of being at Avellino's or some great place laughing and smiling and celebrating our season. However, we thought as a staff it really important to recognize the team effort and individual efforts that made this season so important. So thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy this presentation. Members of the swimming and diving team each year are recognized by the Tufts University Athletics Department with a Varsity Award. The award is based on the number of years that you have participated in our program. As a first-year award winner, you receive a chenille tee. Our second-year award winners get a Jumbo's flag. Our third-year award winners get a 1/4 zip pullover top. And our fourth-year award winners receive a plaque with their name, their sport, and a jumbo head on it. This year, we had a very large first-year class, our class of 2023, and it was comprised of 16 women, 14 men, and I know we greatly appreciate the energy and the fun and the competitiveness. Really special group of people, made huge contributions to the program and to our season this year, and very excited to see what they do in the future.
So my favorite meet memory was when the brown team destroyed the blue team in a fight down to the very last stroke during the brown and blue inter-squad meet.
My favorite training trip memory was watching the sun come up during morning practices and spending so much time with my teammates.
My favorite memory from outside the pool this year would have definitely just been sitting in Dewick and connecting with all my teammates. As a diver, I don't get to necessarily see the swimmers too much outside of meets and whatnot, so just like I would go there, I'd sit there for a couple hours, do homework, grab a snack, and just talk with anyone who came in. And it was like a really nice way for me to feel like I belonged on the teams. It helped me form a bunch of relationships that have become so important to me.
My favorite practice memory is when I saw Roger swim mid-distance for the first time, and I was encouraged by that.
Our sophomore class this year, our 2022 grads, we're a total of 14 members, and really grew into our team. I think many of you in this class just found your footing, found your comfort level, found ways to express yourselves and contribute. And as that comfort level increased, I think we saw our whole team get better. We saw many of you get better. Just exciting year to watch you all grow, and know you're going to continue to grow and continue to contribute over the next 2 years. I think and hope you all learned a lot, and I hope you're really proud of your performances, because there were certainly some great and amazing ones and a lot of lifetime best times, and look forward to having you build on that over the next 2 years.
My favorite training trip memory is snuggling with John, Trevor, and Victor in 1446.
My favorite memory is probably the brown and blue meet, because that's where a lot of the freshmen kind of start to get a sense of how spirited our team is, and just seeing all our teammates spread along the pool gets everyone really hyped and excited and like primed for the new season.
A memory of training trip was the early morning IM sets with Coach Abby, and also going to the arcade and watching Dylan try to beat me at Dance Dance Revolution. He'll try next year again, I'm sure.
Our junior class of 2021, what a year you all had. Some being abroad, others being with us the whole season, and all of you just continuing to greatly contribute to both the culture of our team and the athletic ability level of our team. Saw a lot of improvement out of this class, really huge contribution in many ways. I feel like you guys are a class filled with strong personalities, and yet you all figure out how to work together, how to support your teammates, and how to have fun doing it. You're all also extremely competitive, and I think that just elevates the level of performance of our entire team. Just another special year, kind of what we've become accustomed to out of all of you guys, and hopefully you have a lot of pride in yourself and in your class for being able to put that sort of consistency in your performances together.
My favorite meet memory was getting trapped in the snow on the way to women's NESCACs because it showed how resilient of a team we are and how we can make any situation really fun.
My favorite meet memory is all of the team cheers before we start swimming, especially doing Bows on the Warpath before senior meet.
My favorite out of the pool memory was coming home from Lodge with Christian, Matt Langley, and Zach Lawrence.
My favorite practice memory from this year was the IM squad every Thursday morning, kicking ass in some of the hardest practices I did all year with a smile on their face the whole time.
So my favorite training trip memory from this year, I felt that I got close to my room, and every night before you went to sleep we would watch Gossip Girl. And one night I had gone to Publix, so I had bought a key lime pie, and that day Steph and I were sitting next to each other eating our key lime pie under the covers while we were watching Gossip Girl.
All right, and now coming to our class of 2020 graduates. I know this isn't how you imagine it all to conclude with regards to Tufts in college, but the one thing I can tell you is that it's just another chapter in the book, and your Tufts relationships and roots will last forever. I've seen you guys grow a lot as people and as athletes over the past 4 years. I can say wholeheartedly, so many great stories, so many great improvements. You've really changed a lot, and just gotten better every year. Not that you weren't great your first year, but just seeing you grow and mature as humans, makes us coaches really proud of you. The women saw me become the head coach of their team their first year, and both classes saw this team become a combined team first year, and just want to express my gratitude for your loyalty. You're going to be deeply missed. I'm just really proud of everything you've accomplished athletically and personally within our program, and you're all great representatives of both the university and the swimming and diving program. This year was an amazing year for our team. Just a really special group of athletes that I thought came together throughout a season, and the end of season performances really showed the relationships that were built, the support that was there, the energy that was created throughout. It just kept culminating and culminating from the first practice straight up to the last session of our championship meets this season. Of course, it was cut short, but I'd love to at least recap some of the highlights in my mind, and I certainly hope you enjoy the publication that Coach Joe put together that has some really interesting and amazing statistics and history about the program. So definitely take a look at that. So for our women this year, we carried another big group with 41 women and a great size diving squad. This season finished up with a dual meet record of 4-3. We also, for the second year in a row, were able to win the MIT Invitational in December, which was just very special. Counted, I think, over 60 top 10 performances from our team this year in the history of our program. 14 school records. I believe we had close to 100 personal bests throughout the entire season. So whether it be at championships or mid-season, over 100 personal bests, which was an amazing feat. 13 NCAA qualifiers from our women's team, and our first ever winning relay at the NESCAC championships, the 400 free relay, and what a great way to finish up that championship meet. Just super exciting to be able to come out on top at the end of that meet. For our men, it was an equally special year, 5-2 dual meet record, highlighted by a win over Boston College. 24 hours after we got off an airplane from our training trip, we were able to knock them off, which was extremely special. I had over 50 top 10 performances in the history of the program, 7 school records. I believe the men also had over 100 personal best performances throughout the season, and 9 men qualified for the NCAA championship. I think with both the men and the women, the more impressive feat throughout the year was the consistency in attitude and energy day to day, whether it be in the weight room, a Hamilton pool, at a meet, on our training trip, at a team meal. We had a lot of fun together. I hope you all feel the same. And I'm truly proud of what you all were able to accomplish this season athletically, but even more so personally, with your personal development, personal growth, and that relationship development and growth. And I thank you for everything you gave us this year.
Costa brings such a positive energy wherever he goes, and he can make any bad thing better. My favorite memory of Costa is when he and Peter took me to the airport on a sad day in March when I was leaving for quarantine. And on our way to the airport, we encountered the Chelsea Street Bridge just as it was beginning to rise, so obviously we had to wait. Costa turned the music up all the way. He got out and started dancing on top of the car, and he and Peter yelled at me to join them, so I did. It was so much fun to just be up there dancing and watching all the cars around us laugh at us, and I could have missed my flight and it wouldn't have mattered because that moment made me forget about how sad I was about leaving. So thank you, Costa, for always swimming at the end of the lane with me and for always putting a smile on my face.
Hey everyone. It's weird to be saying goodbye so soon. No matter how many times someone tells you time flies, you can never really understand it until it happens. But luckily for me, I have plenty of great memories to take with me as I continue my life. Whether it's building boats from the benches in Hamilton, jumping off rocks into basically a cold tub in New Hampshire, or watching the sunrise peacefully from the sprint practice in Florida while the IMers hit their 12th 400 IM. It was all an incredible experience and something I'll never forget. And as much as it pains me to be saying goodbye, I know I will have the connections I made with the coaches and my teammates for the rest of my life. To the coaches, thank you for showing me what I could do and showing me the person I could become. You all believed in us from the start, and that's something I'll never forget. To my teammates, I love you all. Thank you for always putting up with my shenanigans and showing me there's a lot more to swimming than laps. Thank you.
My favorite memory from training trip this year was actually from the day off when a group of us went paddleboarding and then got acai bowls after. Not only was it fun and delicious, but I got to spend time with teammates that I don't normally get to spend time with, and we got to talk on deeper levels than you get to do in a pool. And this whole day just reminded me of how important and special this team really is.
My favorite out of the pool memory is playing 5-on-5 basketball with the TUSD bowlers.
First of all, I gotta say, every practice was my favorite practice.
My favorite meet memory would have to be our very first meet against all the other teams at Williams, because it was just such a great experience to see so many people come together and enjoy swimming a lot.
What I love most about Tassie is that she's always there to support you no matter what. Whether it's motivating you at practice or taking the time to give you advice, she has the ability to make even the smallest moments memorable. I appreciate all of the van rides to practice, breakfast on training trip, and conversations that we've shared.
I want to talk about how grateful I am to be a part of TUSD. When I came to Tufts, I didn't know how to dive at all. On jumbo days, my mom forced me to go to the swim coach's office and ask them about diving. And I was just given such a great opportunity to be able to show to others and to myself that I can do something. I can be scared of heights and be scared of swimming and hate it and still be able to dive. And just the courage that has given me, knowing that this is something I'm capable of, is I don't have any words to describe how grateful I am. Before Tufts, I had never been part of a team that was larger than 15 people, so to have such a large family supporting you and you know that the support is always going to be there is just really special. And I want to thank the coaches. I want to thank Brad for believing in me and helping me just learn everything about diving, and I want to thank my divers for supporting me even when I start freaking out a lot, and I really appreciate it. And I've had a great 4 years, and I hope everybody knows how special this time is and really holds on to that.
For our men's team, the Most Valuable Swimmer Award is named after James E. Lilly, our first NCAA champion back in 1982 in the 100 butterfly, and it is presented to the swimmer who has both demonstrated leadership as well as swimming excellence during the competitive season. This year's award winner is Roger Gu. Roger stepped up on many occasions for us this season, both in relays and individually. There are a number of highlights to list, but Roger was our champion in the 50 and 100 yard freestyle events at the NESCAC championships, and also anchored our medley relays and our 200 and 400 freestyle relays at the NESCAC championships. We ask a lot of Roger every season, and he steps up for this team and program, and it's always exciting to watch him race. I know everyone's always interested to see what's going to happen when Roger gets on the blocks, especially in a close race in a relay situation where we've counted on him time in and time out. So congratulations, Roger. This award is well deserved. For our women's team, the Most Valuable Swimmer Award is named after Kathy Elliott Cobb, and it's presented annually to a female swimmer who exemplifies excellence through dedication and performance in achieving individual and team goals. This year's award winner is Mary Hufziger. Mary stepped up at championships as she had done her first year on the team, posted some of the team's fastest relay splits ever, some individual performances that set school records, was the conference champion in the 200 freestyle, and was a great anchor for us on the 800 free and 400 free relays. Throughout the season, I think Mary sets a great tone in the way she trains and carries herself, and certainly the way she competes. Definitely a competitive member of our team, and well-deserved award, Mary. Congratulations.
Favorite Burnham memory will definitely be watching him finish and react to that 200 breaststroke at BU this past year. He was just ecstatic, and what I love about that race and watching him react to that, the huge water slam and then big goofy smile afterwards, so you could really see how much swimming and TUSD meant to him. He's grown so much, even just in the time that I've known him, and I'll be sad to see him go.
Hey guys, I'm so glad that I got to share my last year of college swimming with all of you. There is no group of people that I would have rather shared it with. I am so proud of what we were able to accomplish this year. The friendships built and the memories that we had in the pool will last a long time. There are lots of amazing swims from this year, but everyone here will remember Ethan going out in his freestyle swims and the 400 free relay at women's NESCACs. To the men, I'm amazed that we beat BC in their own house this year and knocked out a D1 school. To the women, I'm amazed how far you guys have come in my time on this team. Coming from 8th to 2nd is such an awesome feat, and I am surprised how quickly you guys changed the team culture to a winning one. I am shocked how quickly college swimming has come to an end for me. Make sure that you make the most of it, it goes by so fast. I can't wait until I see you guys next and for more NESCAC titles to come.
When I started thinking about things to say about Tim, one of the first things that came to mind was how he likes to hold people's hands or give them hugs, whether it be during a meet or on the pool deck or in the middle of a really hard practice, and it is something that I have found to be extremely comforting over the past 2 years. I admire how he doesn't hesitate to show his love for his teammates or pick someone up when they're feeling down, and I will always have a whole lot of love and respect for Tim as a teammate and a friend.
Swimming has always been a little bit difficult for me because I've never really loved the sport. It's an extremely difficult sport. It demands a lot of your focus and so much effort in order to see results. But the reason I swam all 4 years was because of the 80 people that I got to call my family on this team. And every year we got a whole new addition and we got to meet a whole bunch of people that I got to call my friends. And so coming in as a freshman, it was extremely easy transition because the family that you got instantly and everybody wanted to be your friend. And it's just the power that this team has on and off the deck, supporting each other, going to each other's meets or even their school functions, anything like that. It's awesome. And it's something that I get to boast about all the time to anybody that asks me what it's like to be on a college team. I don't think any other swim team can boast how close we are, men's and women's, and how well we get along. But I just hope that in the 4 years that we've been here, my grade especially has seen so much change and change for the better. But I hope that the thing that always stays the same is the family feel on this team and the support that we give each other always. And I just want everybody to know that if I can make it 4 years, that you can definitely make it 4 years. And to finish it off, I also have a small haiku. OTUSD, swimming in Hamilton Pool, have fun in Stewart.
Okay, the next award goes for the most valuable diver for the women. And this diver battled injuries and doubts about her own abilities and what she could achieve. But she overcame both the injuries and her doubts with some amazing finishes, including a second place finish on 3 meter at NESCACs and a 5th place finish at the NCAA qualifier to qualify her for qualify her for championships. And that's Elena Costco. Congratulations, Elena. Award goes for the most valuable diver for the men. And this diver consistently finished in first place at almost every meet, scoring B-cut scores well over 300 points, and just missed qualifying for NC2As with a 7th place finish both on 1 and 3 meter at the zone meet. But I know we'll see him back competing for it next year, and the winner is Zach Lawrence. Congratulations, Zach.
My favorite memory this year was definitely going to Red Bones with the sprint group.
Alright, so my favorite training trip memory probably has to be playing Uno with Roger, Costa, Matt, and the whole gang in Costa's room. It was a ton of fun. They're really good at Uno too, so it got super competitive.
My favorite practice was actually from training trip. It was one of the ones where the sprinters, it was like a high intensity practice where we had to do jump roping and breath holding and then running dives into some sprinting. And I really liked that set that we did.
My favorite meet this year was diving regionals because I just wanted to send one of us to nationals, and Elena got it on her last day.
Training with her and doing a lot of the same events, I've gotten to know Brooke and her ability to change the atmosphere on the pool deck. She brings with her an attitude of fun and sets an example that it's more about the experience of being a part of this great team than it is about the results. She was always willing to offer advice to all of us to make sure we had the best time possible. Brooke is always unapologetically herself, and I've always admired her for the badass she is. She always noticed when I was nervous and stressed behind the blocks and made a point to remind me that she had faith in me even if I didn't have faith in myself. Having someone like Brooke, who I know worked so hard and contributed so much to this team, believe in me, totally changed my freshman experience. I've definitely smiled more and laughed more on the pool deck this year because of you, and I'm gonna miss you tons, Brooke. Love you.
Hi everyone, I miss you all so much and I really wish I could be doing this in person, but I just want to take this time to express how grateful I am to be part of this team. To my teammates, you are all such amazing, inspiring people, and you motivate me every day, both in and out of the pool. I'm just so grateful to be a part of this team, and I've watched it change so much since I was a freshman. Like, it's actually crazy, and I'm just so proud to have been a part of a team that works so hard and pushes each other to do better and just show the NESCAC like what the Jumbos are truly made of. It's been such an honor to be one of your captains this season, and I feel so lucky that I was able to meet all of you and make friends that truly feel like family. To the coaches, thank you so much for the time, energy, and commitment you put into this team every day, and for the unwavering support you've had for me over the past 4 years. And a huge thank you to Coach Doug for starting the sprint group. The past 2 seasons have truly reminded me why I started swimming and how much fun swimming can be. Some of my favorite practices were in the end lane with Hannah, Ann, Costa, Roger, and Tim, and I will never forget that. And most importantly, my biggest thank you goes to my dad. Dad, you just blow me away, and I can never thank you enough for your unconditional love and support that you have for me. TUSD just would not have been the same without you flying out for every meet, always decked out head to toe in Jumbo's gear cheering me on. You are my biggest fan, and you've always taught me to believe in myself, and I just don't think words will ever be able to describe how grateful I am for you. I love you so much. Thank you for helping me get here. And for everyone, it's been the most amazing 4 years, and I'm so sad that it's over, but I can't wait to watch you guys continue to absolutely kick butt. You guys are all amazing, and I will be cheering you on from wherever I am.
The Most Valuable Swimmer Award is given out to a member of the men's and the women's team each season. For the men's team, the award is named after Ted Appel, and this award goes to an athlete whose teammates feel that they've shown great improvement throughout the entire season. This award's always exciting to me and our staff in that a number of people receive votes for this award. In fact, for this year we had over 1/4 of our women's team and over 1/4 of our men's team receiving votes for most improved. So, it's certainly indicative of the fact that a lot of people on our team are improving. However, as voted by the team, this year's Most Improved Swimmer Award for our women's team is Claire Brennan. Claire, in her freshman year, was a NESCAC champion in the 100 freestyle, runner-up in the 200 freestyle, and a top finalist in the 500 freestyle. She also did great work for us on relays, and we really saw her dropping time from the first dual meet of the season all the way up to the NESCAC championships. And we're really excited to see what the future holds for you, Claire, and it seems like your teammates are too, which is great. Congratulations. For our men's team, the Most Improved Swimmer this year award goes to Evan Zabaleski. Evan is also a first year on our team, part of our distance crew, and really realized his potential, or we all saw it on Showcase against Boston College when he dropped an amazing 1,000 free, and from that meet on just continued to drop time and improve, and lit it up at NESCACs, making his first NCAA cuts as a first year. So congratulations, Evan and Claire. We're very proud of you.
One thing I love about Greg Callahan is that not only is he an incredible leader, He's a great role model inside and out of the pool, but, although he's quiet, he's incredibly goofy. One memory of this is this year on training trip in our room with Peter, Christian, and Greg. It'd be 9 p.m., the lights are all out, and one of us would just crack up laughing or make a sound, and all of us would just be hysterically laughing for like 30 minutes. The stories about him as a credible surfer at Cape May. Just a lot of laughs this year, and that's really what I valued most about my relationship with Greg.
Hey everyone. First, I want to say thank you to everyone who's been a part of my Tufts experience. I'm so grateful to have had the opportunity to be on this team. This team has grown so much since I joined in my freshman fall, and I'm happy to be a part of this growth. I struggled for a long time in this team, finding my niche and figuring out what it means to be a contributor. To me, contributing became less about swimming and more about being the best teammate you can be. I found I was happiest when I was focusing on the day-to-day intangibles, focusing on enjoying the process, getting to know my teammates outside of the pool, and emphasizing team culture over individual results. I'm so proud of how far we've come this year, and I think this team will continue to do amazing things. In the years to come, members support one another unconditionally and carry on as one team. As alums, we'll be cheering for you, either from afar or in the stands. I just want to say a final thanks to my teammates, especially the senior class, and my housemates, Costa, Tim, and Trevor. This wasn't how it was supposed to end, but I'm really glad we all stuck it out. Good luck to everyone else this summer and next year. Go Bows.
My favorite out-of-pool memory from season this year was the wonderful weather on training trip and being able to golf almost every day.
My favorite meet memory was cheering for all my teammates and watching the women's 400 free relay win for the first time at Women's NESCACs.
One of my favorite memories from the year was when a bunch of us got together and watched the Super Bowl over at Costa and Trevor's house. And Costa and Roger made us some really good medium rare chicken wings.
Hi y'all, miss you guys. My favorite memory from this year was definitely when I was doing this photo shoot with the whole team at training trip. We were at this lovely restaurant and I was doing photos with everyone. I distinctly remember Elle doing this commanding photo over all the freshman boys, which was also a side story. Anyways, I was doing a photo with a bunch of coaches and I invited Joe over to do a photo with me, and somehow some bop came on. Started kind of, shaking a little bit. And I encouraged Joe to join me, and we kind of had this beautiful twerking moment together. And yeah, definitely the highlight of my entire swimming career.
My favorite practice of the year was the last practice where there were only a couple girls there, and we all went for coffee and bagels after and hung out, and it was super nice.
One of my favorite out-of-pool memories from last season was during training trip. Me and a couple friends went to an all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet during our afternoon off. When we got there, the line was out the door. But thankfully there was a Sonic right next door so we could eat fries while we were waiting in line. And once we got there, we each ate 5-6 plates of food. It was cheap, only $13 a person. But we got our money's worth, and we definitely regretted it at practice the next day when we had a test set.
Okay, the next award is for Most Improved Diver for the men, and it was very close voting among several athletes for this award, but this diver started with a humble 7th place finish on 1 meter at the Williams meet with 176 points, but had a high of 236 points on 1 meter at the Wheaton meet. He contributed every meet with points, and I know we haven't seen his best diving yet. So the winner of this award is Jacob Morales. Congratulations, Jacob. Our Most Improved Diver for the women. And this diver started the season with no diving experience at all. In fact, I'm not sure she knew how to swim, but learned incredibly fast, starting at Williams, finishing in 11th place with 153 points on 1 meter, to learning a full list on 3 meter and being very competitive on both boards with scores of 209 on 1 meter and 231 on 3 meter at Wheaton. An incredible progression for first-year diver Ariana Merotra. Congratulations.
One of the things that I love most about Tommy Gillespie is his ability to be unapologetically himself, whether it's his colorful commentary or his brilliantly written film reviews. Tommy is always his genuine self, which I really cannot say about many other people. He's not afraid to do what he pleases, he's not afraid of any sort of pushback, and he is not afraid to be a brick thrower, which is something truly special.
Hi guys, I just want to thank every single person on the Tough Swimming and Diving team for giving me a home over the past 4 years. You know, I think I had a privilege that so many other people would not even dream of getting, where every time I walked into the pool, every time I walked into DeWick, every time I walked home, every time I walked into the gym, I knew that someone there would be someone I could connect with, someone I could talk to, someone who would be supporting me in whatever I did and however I did it. And I think that that is such a rare thing, that you get a team that is so close, that's so just supportive of each other. And I think that that positivity and that, you know, kind of love that everyone has for each other on this team really helped me through some ups and some downs that I don't think I could have gotten through without people who on this team, whether people I was really close with or people I didn't talk to much. I always knew that whoever I saw on Tough Swimming and Diving was someone I could feel at home with. And I think that that's the most valuable thing anyone can ever ask for. So I love all of you, and I'm gonna miss you when and / if I do end up moving over to London. So I think what I wanna say to all of you is just thank you so much, and I love all of you.
I was so incredibly lucky to get you as my accountability partner. From our pre-meet lunches in DeWick to every single beautiful, encouraging note that you wrote me, I still have all of them. I always knew that you had my back. You were so nice to me from the first day that I got here, and I can't thank you enough for that. I'll never forget having my first scoop and scoot at your house and just chatting for hours. Thank you so much for making this year so incredible.
Hi Bose, I miss you all so much, and I wish we could all be together, and we will soon, but I wanted to thank you all for an unforgettable last season. I've always loved swimming, but TSD has only made me love it more. I've never felt more at home or a sense of belonging than I've felt in Hamilton Pool with all of you and everyone I've met through TSD. Being a part of this team, I've learned what it feels like to cry tears of happiness. There have been so many amazing races swum, Abe and IMJ cheers, and laughs and hugs shared, where I was on the verge of tears out of pure happiness. I feel so lucky to have been a part of a program that makes moving on so difficult, but it's not goodbye, because I will always be here supporting you guys, whether I'm near or far. TSD will always hold a special place in my heart, and I can't wait to see all the amazing things you guys do when all of this is over. Thank you for making swimming the funnest sport ever.
One of my best meet memories was the Brandeis meet, because one, I felt totally supported by the whole team while diving, and even though I may have not had the best dives that meet, I was still super happy to be there, and the whole team was in high spirits, so I didn't really care about how I performed as much as just having a good time and spending time with the team.
My favorite memory from this season was definitely driving up to Men's Nescacs and staying in an Airbnb with Chloe, Caitlin, Emma, and Mary. We watched Frozen 2 and went up to dinner. Chloe was driving, so that was pretty interesting.
One of my favorite practice memories from this year was the day that the girls came back from killing it at Nescacs. Brad had the boys do a 66 dive practice in 2 hours, which is a whole lot of dives to fit into 2 hours, so we're basically continuously doing dives for the whole practice, which is super hard, but everyone got through it. Everyone worked really hard that day, and it felt super good to finish that practice.
My favorite moment from training trip this year was when we all went
into the short course pool and did our cheer au bay together. It was a really special moment because even though we had been in separate training groups for the trip, and the entire trip was really a team effort, and so in that moment we were just celebrating our accomplishment of having finished our training trip as a team.
The thing I appreciate most about Trevor is the amount of energy that he brings to each swim, each lift, and each practice that we go to. Whenever I have to wake up early and I see Trevor there truly being excited about swimming or lifting, it makes me excited and has made me truly thankful for being part of this great sport that we do. I'm really going to miss you next year.
Hi everyone. So, in a lot of ways, I consider October 31st, 2016 to be the most impactful day of my life so far. 2 months before, I had arrived at Tufts wanting to walk on. I like swimming a decent amount and thought being a college athlete would be pretty cool, so why not give it a try. On the second day of O Week, I rolled up to the pool and met Michael Brienza, and after we introduced ourselves, he immediately invited me to Teal later that night to hang out and meet some of the upperclassmen. Of course, Teal wasn't even his house, but that's beside the point. But anyway, I was so struck by how welcoming this team was. Are there any other swim teams in the country who would get to know a baby-faced, slow walk-on with no social media? But I soon realized this isn't just a normal swim team, but a family. In your 4 years here, TUSD can teach you more academically, athletically, socially, and about who you are than any other experience possibly can. It is most definitely a family, one that can frustrate you for sure, but more importantly is there to pick you up when you are down or help you celebrate your greatest achievements. As an only child with no cousins who lived close or anything, my family had never really been a priority for me. Then I came to Tufts, and just the team made me realize how essential a family is. So on that morning of October 31st, 2016, when Coach called me in to talk about final roster decisions, I was absolutely terrified. If I'd come all this way to finally find an enormous, wacky, ridiculous, but above all loving family to be part of, it couldn't be taken away so soon. Fortunately, Coach gave me the benefit of the doubt, and the rest, as they say, is history. To every single person I got to be on the same team as at Tufts, thank you so much for letting me be a part of your life and helping me learn some of life's most important lessons. Although I'm very sad this journey is over, I'm forever grateful to have shared it with you all. Remember to keep on bringing death to Williams, keep enjoying the many fruits of the unlimited meal plan, and of course, keep embarrassing ACC schools. Roll bows.
The Hal Onsuet Award is the coach's award presented to the male swimmer or diver whose enthusiasm, dedication, and loyalty to his teammates have been an inspiration to the entire program. This year's Hal Onsuet Award winner is Alexander Burnham. For 4 years, Alexander has put his heart and soul into our swimming team at Tufts. He's stepped up in different moments, whether it be in a practice or at a meet. And this past season at the BU Invite had arguably his best college meet of his career. And we weren't surprised to see it based on the work he had put in for 4 years. As a senior on the team, he contributed a ton to the leadership and attitude and energy we had on deck. Congratulations, Alexander, on both your performances this year and this award and your career.
Hannah honestly made such a huge difference in my freshman year at Tufts. She to me epitomizes the type of leader I want to be when I'm a senior. She was funny, kind, and constantly warm and caring. She made even the hardest days at practice seem fun. I think back to all the Monday morning distance free sets we did together, and I would be close to tears just thinking it was going to be impossible. And she would give me a hug, squish my face, and she'd say, "Chloe, smile, we're going to get through this together." And it just was the little things like that that made her such a great teammate and such a great person to have as a friend and to have next to you on deck. I know that we will all miss her so much next year. Hannah, I love you, and I'm so grateful for all that you did for me and everybody at Tufts.
Hi everyone, I want to first begin by saying a few thank yous. So first off, thank you to my family who has always supported me in swimming, in life, and whether it was a few texts, a flight trip to Boston to watch me swim, I always felt your support and I am so thankful for it. Next, I want to thank the coaches. When people ask me what my coaches are like, I say you don't understand. We have the best D3 coaching staff. You all are such great people and role models in all of our lives, and I really know you shaped us all who we are today. I think your focus on creating us as better athletes, but also better people, is something that's truly special, and I really think that your holistic approach to coaching is so unique, and I am super thankful for it as I go on with the rest of my life. Next, I just want to tell my teammates how incredible you are. I know I've been saying it the whole season, but I think something that is collectively important to know is that you all are such motivated, dedicated, fun, exciting people, and it is such a special environment to have your college experience with. I remember talking to Coach Hoyt when I was recruited here, and he said, everyone here loves to swim. And I was a little unsure coming to a new team because I was so comfortable in my old team. I loved my teammates, had a lot of fun, but I didn't realize how good it could get. You all made me have such a great college experience, and I know if you continue to be who you are and just really embrace everyone's unique personalities, we will continue to be the best team and really take down that national title. So I miss you all. I didn't expect to be doing this in my bed, but I miss you and hope to see you all soon. Best of luck in the future years. Go Bows!
The Nancy J. Bigelow Award is our coach's award, presented to the female swimmer diver whose enthusiasm, dedication, and loyalty to her teammates have been an inspiration to the entire program. This again is a challenging award for our staff to give out, given the amazing women that make up this program. This year's Nancy J. Bigelow Award recipient is Grace Getchies. For 4 years, Grace has shown great improvement, and this year we asked a lot of her athletically, swimming many different events throughout the season, and she stepped up every time we asked her, and even when she was challenged by adversity, we saw her work through it and do the best that she could do for her team and her teammates. Congratulations on a great year, Grace. Great swimming career for Tufts, and the Nancy J. Bigelow Award.
My favorite meet memory from this season was Brown and Blue. It was really great to compete with all my teammates.
My favorite training trip moment was everyone meeting up on the first day at the beach.
My favorite part of training trip was going to the beach with my teammates or hanging out in the hotel with them and just being with everybody and bonding when we could do anything that we wanted and run around the hotel, and it was so much fun.
I enjoyed watching the freshmen learn and practice their power cleans for the first time because it was something I really struggled with as a freshman, and it was really fun watching them support each other and give each other tips.
One of my favorite practice memories from this year was probably over a training trip. Fergie started playing over the speakers, and Sasha and Lomax and Noah just started dancing and vibing, and they got our whole lane to dance. And it was just so much fun, and it's moments like those that I miss when we were all just having a great time on deck together.
I would say my favorite Tufts meet memory would be the senior meet. It's an amazing time to really come together as a team, both the men's and the women's team, and really show and honor all the seniors on the team for all the time and effort and energy that they put into creating and maintaining such an amazing group of people.
So something I appreciate about Roger is that while he's an extremely competitive and talented swimmer, in my experience, he's also a great guy to talk to if you're feeling uneasy. I can think back to several times where he would give me a ride back to my dorm after a meal at DeWick or after practice, and I would talk to him about my worries concerning school or concerning swimming. And every time he would give me advice that allowed me to keep a level head and stay cool. Raj, I'm still pretty upset that our season didn't get to end at NCAA's, and I'm especially sad about the 2 free relay because that was gonna be really crazy. But I'm incredibly grateful for the time that we got to spend on the team together and for the knowledge that you imparted on me. I can't wait for the alumni meet, whenever that is. It's going to be one for the books.
Hey guys, hope everyone's doing well. I'm going to try and make this quick because I'm sure we're all saying pretty much the same things. But over my 4 years at Tufts, there have been a lot of ups and downs, and I think the team for sure has been one of the greatest things that I've been able to experience. It's definitely really special how each incoming and outgoing class changes the atmosphere and culture within the team. And I personally think that the team we had this year was one of the best in the history of the program. Like, even though our season was cut short, we still accomplished so much and had so much fun. And the guys' locker room even got a new shower for the first time in history. So you're welcome for that, guys. But yeah, actually though, some of my favorite memories at Tufts throughout my entire time here have been made this year. And I can't be more grateful that I got to spend it with you guys. So every year the seniors give some advice that no one really wants to listen to, but here's my piece. You guys are badass. Nothing else to it. Just that, like, you do you better than anyone else does you. And that you should never doubt yourself, because you're here for a reason and you earned your spot here and you belong here. And I think our team is something special because it provides a space where you can really be yourself and be surrounded by people who appreciate you for who you are. And definitely don't take that for granted, because a lot of other high achieving programs don't have that. And the atmosphere that you can find on our team, you can't get anywhere else. But yeah, I'm sad that I won't be able to be part of the team anymore, and that my time swimming with you guys has come to an end. But it's really been a treat swimming with you guys. And again, just thank you so much. I can't really express how grateful I am that you guys were able to be part of my time at Tufts. And yeah, I'm gonna miss you guys so much. Take care.
My favorite meet memory from this year was watching all my friends and teammates just absolutely kill it at NESCACs.
So my favorite meet memory from this season was when Matt Manfrey led us and the rest of the men's team in a celebration over the Caesar salad that we would get to eat after the MIT meet.
I would say my favorite memory from this past season was the last meet that I competed in before I went abroad, and that was the MIT invite. And I just remember all of the divers packing into the van per usual. Our girl Bessie, hopefully she's still okay and well, and just like blasting music pre-meet to get us hyped up, and then finally me throwing my reverse 1.5 off 3 meter and not smacking, which was just a great way to end the season. And
I loved every single distance set in practice with Evan and Paul and Tommy.
My favorite practice was an afternoon set on training trip. The women's team was separated from the men, and we had to do fast 75s, alternated with hundreds on 110. This practice was memorable for me because we were all really vocal and supportive of each other. The set was super hard, and I know I wouldn't have been able to finish it without the special environment the women's team created that day.
My favorite training trip memory was having the sun come up at morning practice and going to the beach and playing in the
Hi, so my senior is Grace Getches, and one of the things that I admire the most about Grace is how driven she is. So I remember when she got an internship at the Bighorn Basin Paleontological Institute, and she posted this like cute picture on Instagram about when she was a little girl, and she was doing this like fun archaeological workshop at the basin, and I just remember thinking how cool that was to be able to like realize your dream as an adult and like do something that you're really passionate about, and that's something that I really admire. Not everybody gets to do that, and not everybody is brave enough to chase their dreams in the way that Grace has. So Grace, after NESCACs, you told me like in tears that it was all worth it, like all the pain, the tears, the hard work that you put in, and I just wanted to tell you that I see how much you struggled and I see how hard you've worked, and I'm so proud of you for never giving up and for giving it like all you've got. So congratulations on graduating, and I know that you have a really great future ahead of you. Congrats.
I just want to thank my parents and the coaches for the past 4 years, because they've just been some of the best years of my life, and I think TUSD has kind of really defined what I see as my college career and my college experience. And it's just been crazy going from, 8th place my freshman year, and then within 2 years we were second, one of the best, D3 teams in the entire country. And it's just been such a privilege, getting to have this sort of experience that like most people just don't get to have. And, I know that it's tough, it's grueling, it's painful. You usually don't want to finish a practice or finish a lift, get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, training trip, all that. But then like once you're done and you're looking back on it, like you're gonna really see it as some of the best years of your entire life. And like I think a story that Abby told me at NESCACs kind of defines my experience with TUSD, which is that after like a not so great sophomore year, I was really frustrated and wanted to not swim anymore. And Abby was like, no, keep with it, keep trying as hard as you can, like that's all you can do, just try as hard as you can. And so then at NESCACs this year, she came up to me as the 400 free relay was getting up there in that first place spot on the podium, and she asked me, was it all worth it? And I just started crying, because like it is so worth it, and just stick with it, have a great time, enjoy it, because the 4 years go by way faster than you think.
One of my favorite meet memories was going to the craft center and making a bunch of posters before the BU invite and cheering for my friends with posters with funny slogans on them for the whole meet.
One of my favorite memories from training trip was the evenings after long days of practices. We'd all be dead tired, get a bunch of snacks, and then play a bunch of games of President down by the pool. It was a great time to be able to spend time with people who we didn't normally get to see during practices and during the day.
One of my favorite memories so far from this season is going up to and back from men's NESCACs. I had such a blast jamming out with my best friends in the car. We got to get some well-needed McFlurries afterwards, and on top of that, we got to see some amazing fast swimming. I love being on the swim team. I have so many fun memories for the past 2 years, and I can't wait to be with you all again and see you shortly. Stay safe.
Hi, my favorite meet memory this year has to be when at the end of NESCACs, when we were dancing after the 400 free relay had gotten first, and it was just such a cool experience. And yeah, that has to probably be my favorite memory this year.
The Ted Hartz Award is also named the Most Deserving Senior Award. And this award is presented to a senior swimmer on the men's team whose spirit has been an inspiration to his teammates throughout their 4-year career. And we had 8 men in our senior class this year, all of which contributed greatly to our success and have for the past 4 years. They're a fantastic group, and our team felt that 2 of the men really fit the description of this award. So we'll be presenting this award this year to 2 seniors, and those 2 seniors are Costa Camerano and Greg Callahan. While I think Costa and Greg have different personalities, I think you'd all agree with me that their hearts are as big as Jumbo. They are enthusiastic in their own ways, always supportive of teammates, emotional, extremely hardworking, competitive, and bleed brown and blue, much like many of you. But I think they've done a great job over their 4 years, and this award is very fitting for both of them to receive. Congratulations, Costa and Greg. The Cecilia Ellen Grimm Award is given to the swimmer or diver who best exemplifies the ideals of Cece demonstrated as a member of the Tufts women's swim team. Dedication, selflessness, dignity, and warmth. Now, I've never had the opportunity to meet Cece or her family. She swam for Coach Nancy Bigelow, but I know from hearing Nancy talk about Cece, she's a special member of this team and is sorely missed to this day by friends, family, and alumni. This year, 15 women were nominated for this award. Quite amazing, and I think it speaks volumes of the culture and closeness of our women's team this year, and this just amazing group of women who came together and did amazing things. However, the award goes to one member of the team, and that member of the team receiving the Cecilia Ellen Grimm Award this year is Hannah Truslow. Hannah is a captain of our team this year, and for 4 years has certainly been a pleasure to coach. Always smiling, always supportive of her teammates, works her butt off in practice, and it's clear from the awards ballots and the voting that the team feels strongly in both your leadership and how great of a teammate you've been to everyone for many years and definitely this year. So congratulations, Hannah.
I think I would have to say one of my favorite memories from this past year was the team's last dinner in Newark. And although it was a bittersweet moment, it was also kind of funny because the entire team packed into our area of Newark and all the seniors came dressed up. And it was a very funny, joyous last moment with the entire team.
To be completely honest, I didn't know that this was a senior on the team until he was in my lane during a test set on training trip my freshman year. As it turns out, he was absolutely fantastic to swim with, super motivating, super chill, and clearly worked really, really hard. Since then, I have always looked forward to practices with him, knowing that I got to do a practice with him in the sprint lanes never failed to brighten my day. Genuinely one of the nicest, funniest, and realest teammates out there. Also, unequivocally the best butt on TUSD. Matt, we'll miss you, and I'll miss sprint training with you a lot. Wishing you all the best.
Hey guys, I thought I'd share a piece of advice that I received from one of the coaches during my sophomore year at Tufts. It's something that I've always carried with me, and I think it's great advice to be passed along. And so to give some context, leading up to my sophomore year at Tufts, I was always really bad at handling race pressure. I got in a really bad habit of making excuses for why I couldn't perform up to my own expectations or to others' expectations. And I would say things like, oh, my arms are tight, or I think I'm getting sick, I don't really feel well. And it got to a point where one of the coaches pulled me aside and said, if you can't believe in yourself, then who can you count on to believe in you? And so what we worked on over the course of that season was the idea that no matter what your goal is, whether it's trying to make the dean's list or making a conference team or something as simple as being a better teammate, the first step in that process is that you need to believe that you're a person who is capable of doing the thing you're setting out to do. And maybe that means taking some time to sharpen yourself up, and so that you can get to a point where you can look in the mirror and know that you are a person capable of doing the thing that you're trying to do. Or maybe it's something as simple as getting in a habit of positive self-talk. And so that's something that's really helped me in things that I've done both in and out of the pool. I'm really grateful for the advice, and I think it's something that should be passed along. And one last thing I'd like to say before I go is I would just like to say thank you to all of you. This year has been a really hard year for me and my family, and I'm just blown away by all the love and support that you guys have shown me. I don't really know where I would be if I didn't have you guys to lean on. So I just have to say thank you.
Hello, Tough Swimming and Diving. I hope this message finds you well. Adam, Brad, Abby, and Joe, thanks for the opportunity to work with your divers. It was a tremendous honor. To the divers, thanks for trusting a complete stranger to work with you, to coach you in Stuart, Florida during your training trip. It was an incredible experience, and I had so much fun. To the swim team, thanks for supporting your divers. It means the world to them. And finally, to the seniors, I wish you all the best as you move forward. And thank you so much for your leadership and everything you have done for Tough Swimming and Diving.
Hi, Tough Seniors. I just wanted to say congratulations on finishing the season, congratulations on almost graduating, and good luck with all your exams, final defenses, all that jazz. Thank you so much for leading the team with such grace and poise, considering the circumstances. But I think you guys have done a fantastic job. I also want to give a special shout out to Toss. You have been the emotional backbone of the team, and I appreciate you so much. I'm glad you're going to be doing your master's here, because it means I get to hold on for another year. But to everyone, good luck, and thank you so much for letting me coach you guys. You guys have been fantastic.
Hey everyone, thanks for another wonderful year. I know it didn't end up exactly as we imagined, but your hard work and dedication and the training all of you put in this fall was absolutely amazing. For those of you joining us next year, be ready to go as soon as September hits. And for those of you seniors who are moving on to the working world, well, when you're pouring that morning cup of coffee or getting in your car to drive to work, look down at your cell phone and realize your former teammates are probably in the middle of some horrible burpee circuit on the weight room floor. And maybe that'll bring a little smile to your day. Thanks again all, and I look forward to seeing you at homecoming.
Hey Bows, happy virtual banquet. I'm Eva, in case you forgot. I know it's been a while. I know I certainly haven't forgotten you guys, but congrats on an amazing season. You worked so hard. I know it ended a little more abruptly than we planned, but I'm really proud of you guys. Also, thank you from the bottom of my heart for bringing me into your Tough Swim and Dive family. It's been the absolute highlight of my grad school experience, just working with you guys, being on deck, running into you in the dining hall on campus. You all are just a really amazing group of kids. You're not kids, you're adults, let's be honest. You're my friends, my only friends. But so thank you so much. I've really enjoyed getting to know you all. Seniors, especially, congratulations on making it through 4 years. That is not easy. I wish I had more time with you guys, but I'm really excited to see where you go next. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Congrats on a great season, and I'm really looking for more to come. Thanks.
Jumbo swimmers and divers. Well, you find out what's really important to you when you no longer have it. We don't have each other, except on Zoom, which is great, but never the same. Well, meanwhile, I'm so thankful to this team and to the coaches for making it unique and wonderful. Abby and Joe, thank you for your recruiting and logistics. Adam, thank you for being a rock star. And most importantly, I owe a debt of gratitude to Kelly Sherman, who's quietly helped make this team great. Divers, I love you guys to death. Thank you for making this literally the best season ever. Most of you I'll see again next year. Toss, I wanted to say congratulations on your graduation and for being exactly the kind of student athlete this team is built on. And to all the seniors, I know you had your graduation stolen from you, but there are those who will always remember, like your parents, your coaches, and your teammates, what you've accomplished and what you've given to Tough Swimming and Diving. Congratulations to everybody. Good luck.
Hey Swimmers and Divers, Coach Joe here. Just wanted to say a big thank you. Thank you for all the time, energy, effort, emotion, passion, everything that y'all put in every single day that helps contribute to the greatness of our program. Miss all y'all so much. Can't wait to see everyone, work with everyone again soon. Bye.
Hey everyone, I just want to take a second to say thank you. For me, coaching is all about relationships, and since coming to Tufts, I have formed some of the greatest relationships in my life. Adam, Joe, Doug, Eva, Brad, Kelly, thank you for allowing me to be part of the staff, for pushing me, for teaching me, and for making me a better coach and person. To each athlete, every swimmer, every diver, thank you for allowing me to be part of your Tufts experience, for trusting me, for allowing me in, for letting me watch you as you achieve greatness. There really is no bigger honor, and it is such a privilege to be part of the Jumbo family. So thank you. I miss you guys like crazy. I love you from the bottom of my heart, and I cannot wait to see you all again and celebrate soon.
Last, I'd like to conclude the presentation with a Jumbo thank you. It's not easy to describe the level of gratitude I have for everyone who helps make our program what it is, because it's a big part of my life, and it's helped me become the person I am, and just watching all of you work, whether it be part of our staff or one of our athletes, helps me be a better person, better dad, better husband, better friend, better son, better brother, and I am very grateful for the opportunity I have to do what I do, and feel so fortunate to be able to work with all of you. There are some people I'd like to thank in particular. Let me check my notes here. Firstly, it's impossible to miss Abby and Joe when you're on the pool deck. They're at the pool all the time, busting their butts for this team and program. Very knowledgeable coaches, have a extremely high skill level in communicating with people on our team, and care so much about Tufts swimming and diving. So Abby and Joe, thank you so much. Other coaches who work within the program, I believe this is the 6th year that Coach Doug has worked within the program, and he certainly brings something special, something different. Love learning from Coach Doug, love watching him do his work with our team, and excited for the future. This was the first year for Eva Green to help out coaching, and again, talk about getting lucky, having a great person to surround yourself with. Eva brings great energy, positivity, and immediately showed the highest level of care for all of our team members, and I know everyone felt it. Our diving staff was amazing, as it always is. Coach Brad, who I believe is in his 31st year, couldn't do it without Coach Brad. I know Coach Brad couldn't do it without the support of people like Coach Kelly, who's in her, I believe, third year. And for the first year, Coach Mike Solomon, who was able to come to the men's NESCAC championships and did great work for us down on our training trip. Thank you so much, Mike. Coach Dan within the strength program and all of his assistants, couldn't do it without you. Down in sports med, Matt Whalen and his staff have been a great support of this program. And the sessions this fall with Professor Beth McCarthy, working on sports psych and leadership development, I thought were really special. And that's just to list a few people. So it's kind of amazing when you're on this journey of being a college athlete, how many people, how many resources there are for you to access, how many people want to help you get better. And I'm just naming a few because I know parents, friends, family, alumni are all supporting all of us as well. And last but not least, just to reaffirm, to express again my gratitude to our team. We were 82 this year, and every single one of you contributed in your own special way. So thank you for working so hard for us, putting a lot of motion behind that effort, trusting us to take good care of you. And I hope you learned a lot, and I hope you had a lot of fun, and I can't wait to do it again. The last thing, I just figured everyone had a question of, does Coach have a full suit on or not, given that this is a pre-recorded message? And I can show you, I can tell you. So I'm in my room here, and I have shorts on. I have my shorts that Coach Abby helped order. So no, I didn't do a full suit, but This is the first time I put a tie on since Sunday night at Men's NESCACs. Miss you guys. Can't wait for next year. Congratulations to every single member of our team. Stay safe, be well, and reach out anytime you need anything from us. Go Jumbos. A message. What are we gonna say?
What are you doing? We have your fun.
We gotta say go Jumbos, right?
What are you doing?
Go Jumbos.
Go Jumbos.
All right.
What
Good
are
job.
you doing today?
Congratulations.